Welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan, and it is Tuesday night. What does that mean? That means I'm here with none other than my my sister, my co-host, Gifts of Faith. Faith, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right.
You look very handsome, Journey.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We got a fuzzy little friend tonight.
For those of you that don't know, this is my little dog. I have two little dogs, but this is my baby. This is Kalita, and I'm holding her because it keeps her quiet during the show. Plus, she likes it. So she's become a new little mascot. She's waving it out.
Yes, I see her. Her cuteness. All that cuteness, all bundled into one. Good stuff.
Good stuff. They're quiet.
All right. I see a lot of things going on here. So we got a bunch of people joining us here right now. So we'll wait as everybody comes through. Guys, you guys know how this works? Hang on, guys. Had to make sure I added some things here. All right, so this is how things work. We're going to call out your name. Please have your question ready. We're going to call two names at a time. The second name needs to get their question ready. We're going to give you 30 seconds in between each time we call a name. If you don't have it within that 30 seconds, we're going to go on to the next person. And your name, if you have a question, will get added back to the end of the list. That's why we tell people to have their questions ready. If you'd like to jump ahead of everyone else, you can click our link and put in a small donation. That donation, $1 of it's going to go to the Salvation Army to provide for the families on Thanksgiving. We're providing turkeys. So we're trying to save up as much money to give to them by November 1st. That way they have the ability to help them out. Right now we're up to $76. And guys, we want to be a lot further up than $76 because for $76, you're probably getting 2.5 turkeys. Not enough. So
the rate the groceries is, I'd say that's about right.
Exactly. All right. So also with that being said, guys, do remember no general reads. Save those from the website. They tend to go in many directions and they can get pretty personal. So we would suggest that you save those for the website. That's mypsychicconnection.com. Also, no medical or legal, because let's save that for who? The professionals. You don't go to the doctor to get a psychic reading, as you shouldn't go to your psychic to get a medical reading. So let them check you out. Make sure that you're doing good. They've got the best equipment to do so. We can sense things, but we can't guarantee that's exactly what it is. We're going off of what, medical knowledge we have, just knowing from the area, or maybe the symptoms you may be having, but we can't diagnose that, hey, you've got a clogged artery, and you need to go get a stent. We're not going to know that stuff. So that's not our job. It's not what we studied. So, and for legal advice, you definitely want to see, a legal advisor, a lawyer, someone to that nature to provide you with the perfect legal advice, because we didn't go to law school either. We can tell you what's right and wrong, but we can't say, yeah, but in this state, this law is this, or in that state, this law is that, because they all vary in different states. So legal, medical, save those for the professionals. When it comes to a general read, save those for the website. And if you'd like to get a mediumship reading, you must donate in order to do so. Other than that, you can get a a regular reading. We do free readings. Free readings are 3 minutes long, and a jump is however long it takes in order to provide you the message that you need and are looking for. So just remember that, guys. And looking forward to talking to everybody here. So we must be having some type of a tech problem here because I'm seeing you guys coming in and coming out, coming in and coming out. So I'm watching the screen here. All right, so we're going to get things going because we've got some people on the list here. So guys, remember, all you have to do is say hello to get on the list. Please do not ask your question ahead of time. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Our first person tonight is Unique Smith. After Unique is going to be Lisa Simpson. So get those questions ready, ladies. Unique, go ahead and post first. You are first on the list. I did notice that someone was trying to say hi on Facebook a couple minutes before the show. Unfortunately, due to the way that this works, we don't see those messages, but I just so happened to look on Facebook and I saw that. So if you have a question and you want to get on the list early, you have to go to our YouTube channel and say hi through the YouTube channel 15 minutes early, and that way you get on the list just a little bit faster. So guys, that's how you do that, just so you guys know for future reference. And let's get this party going. Are you ready, Faith?
I'm ready. So is Perlita.
All right, great. Unique. She wants to know, what could I do to increase my finances? I was thinking of investing or lotto.
I mean, you could. Hi, Unique. Good evening. You could do lotto, but I don't see that it would be a big payoff, sweetheart. I do see some investing, actually. I see a little bit of stocks for you, just a little bit. Don't go crazy, but I do see you investing in some stocks. The other thing is, I think that you're gonna start doing some sort of side business with something you're gonna make.
Y'all don't laugh at my pain.
But I see some type of side business on top of that with things that you're gonna make. But that feels more like February, March time.
Right. She says, I'm currently investing, but it's up and down. Ugh.
That's usually how investing goes, unfortunately. I think it will go up some by the end of the year, though.
She says, Lord, what crafts you got me doing?
You know what? I knew she was going to say something funny about the crafts. Okay, Unique, let me just specify this. I know that you're not crafty, okay? But that's what I was shown, is you designing something. This has something to do with colors. This is some sort of side job you're going to start doing. And then I also see baking. Do you bake?
She says, I'm horrible at selling. I'm waiting for the bake question. She says, not really.
I don't know. I keep seeing it. There's got to be a reason I'm seeing it, Unique.
Yeah, it's called the Food Network. I'm just saying.
Well, actually, her granny did come through and said people were messing up her recipes. Maybe you supposed to use some of her recipes and sell them, Unique.
She said, Lord, help me. I'm not sure what just happened. All right. She says it wasn't me. I'm naturally talent, but for my family.
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying, maybe that's what your granny was saying. Like, maybe that's why I was seeing that, because you're supposed to take some of her recipes. I'm seeing a cake. It's some sort of like, it's not an upside down cake, but it reminds me of that because there's no icing on top. That's why I asked that. And it could just be symbolic.
Nice. All right, Unique. Thank you so much for your question tonight. Lisa Simpson, go ahead and throw us your question. You are next on the list. And then Catherine, get your question ready. You are on the list. Lisa Simpson. All right, no Lisa. Catherine, go ahead and throw us your question. Catherine, you are on the list. Hi, Summer. LaDonna, everybody's coming in now.
Hi, everybody coming in.
She says, I'm just here for the fun, y'all. All right, sweetheart. Summer Lynn, go ahead and throw us your question. You are next on the list. LaDonna, get your question ready. You are next after Summer. Hi, Rowanna. All right, guys. Summer would like to know, do I have any gifts or abilities? And if so, how do I strengthen them?
You do have some. I feel like you have a little bit of, you're a little bit of an empath. But I would recommend with that in particular that you try to shield yourself if you start to feel things or emotions when you go into a room that are not your own, because that's kind of a mess when you pick up other people's emotions. I also feel like you are a little bit clairvoyant, but you don't know how to interpret stuff because it comes at random and it's not very often. The best way, I believe, Journey might have some other recommendations, but the best way I believe for myself, what I've seen work, is just practice. And like that means if you get a feeling about something for somebody, let's say you know somebody and they start talking about somebody you don't know, and you feel like that person has brown hair, say, hey, does that person have brown hair? Because the more you open yourself up to it, even if what you see is random and doesn't make sense, it's not always going to make sense what you see, but it'll make sense to the person. And don't be afraid to be wrong, because you're not always going to be right, or you're not always going to get every detail right. It's not always going to come out quickly, because it doesn't work like that in the beginning. It takes time. And you learn to interpret the things
That makes a ton of sense.
So, but you can do it. You do have the ability. I feel like it comes from,
because it does feel like it happens very randomly.
It's very random and it freaks you out a little because you're like, whoa, what was that? So just like ask people that you know, like this is how I learned. One of the ways I learned. Ask people that you know to talk about someone you don't know. Like just at random that they do know. and then see what you feel about that person that they're talking about. And even if it's just something random, the more you open yourself up to it, the more you'll learn how to use your ability. Because let's say that Journey and I have the same ability, we may interpret things different, or it may work different for both of us. Because your gift, even if it's a similar gift, is unique to each individual.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff, Summer. Faith did give you a lot of information, and just like she said, we may see things differently. When it comes to psychic gifts, you guys could be looking at different portions of the reading itself. So we may be even looking at the same tree, but she might be standing on the south side of it, and I'm standing on the north side of it. We're getting a different view from each side. So that's why you can find yourself, if you're, talking to somebody and you talk to another psychic and they get something similar but not exactly the same as the other person, there's a reason for it. They're seeing the same tree, but they're seeing it from a different side. So they give you a heads up in different ways. That's why I always say, find a couple psychics that connect with you. Going to too many can throw your readings off, because psychics can actually read what other people see for you, or the energy that has just been put on you. So it could be different. All right, Summer, thank you so much. I need LaDonna. LaDonna, go ahead and throw us your question. Rowan, I get your question ready. You are next on the list. Let's check the jump list, guys. Make sure nobody's, we don't want to miss the jumps there, because remember, they get ahead of everybody. That's the whole purpose of that. And then from there, they also get the opportunity to donate to our charity of the month, and they're capable of getting a longer read, possibly if they want a mediumship reading, they have that opportunity as well. All right, LaDonna's here. LaDonna says, why does Mike like and comment on my pics on social media? If he has moved on, he isn't even on my friends list on social media. He is letting me know he is still missing me, ?
It's just a way to spy on you and to be nosy and to kind of know what you're doing. Like, I'm kind of watching her and I know what she's doing without, calling you or contacting you. That's his way of just checking on you. And it's a form of staying in your life, like, hey, I'm watching, or hey, I'm listening. Because really and truly, he's not completely moved on. If he had, he wouldn't do this. So that's why. But it's kind of being a part of your life without having you ask a lot of questions, and it being on his own terms.
Wait to see if she's responding here. I'm not seeing a response just yet. Give it just a couple more seconds before we move on to the next person. She says, does he still love me?
He still cares about you. If he didn't, he wouldn't do that. But see, this is on his own terms, because he can just check it at random, and he can just click on the stuff, and he can just see how you are. If he was completely over it, he would move completely on and not do that. But he still wants to know how you are. He still has a little bit of feelings for you. Now, here's the thing. It has to this is on his own terms, because he does it himself. That's the thing.
Wait to see if she got a response to that there. Not quite ready just yet, Rowena. Hang on there just a second. All right, she said, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. right. Good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next person. The next person on the list is Rowena. Rowena says, I was told my soulmate was coming, and I'm just wondering, do you pick up a name or anything about him? Is it Bill? And thank you.
I'm honestly not getting. I don't get the name Bill. I'm sorry. I feel that it's a J initial. And it's not time for this person. I don't see this person until like the middle of next year. But the thing with you and Bill is you and Bill could be together, but Bill's kind of stubborn. So, but you have free will choice of who you deal with. So, because Bill wants to do everything on his own time, and his time is like turtle time. That's the thing.
She goes, did I talk to this Jay before?
I don't feel like you know them now. Because it's not time yet.
She says, yes, 100% right.
I don't think Bill will ever leave your life. And I do think that Bill loves you. The problem is, it's really slow with the movement.
She said, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Good stuff, good stuff. It's a very interesting night trying to figure out what's going on here. Take a look here, guys. We're going to go to a short commercial break, and after the break, hopefully we'll have some names, and we'll get back to some more readings. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, and we are back. All right, guys, we are waiting for some names. People say hi. What is going on? We got some tech problems going on or something to that nature. This has never come down to this. All right. So, Faith, how are you doing today?
I'm doing. I'm doing. I had a visit from my sister today, so if she's watching, which I doubt, because she was not feeling good today, but if she is, hi, Christina.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I had a very busy day, of course, as always. And
When don't you?
I know, but I can't help it. I cannot help it.
Yes, you can. Perlita, you cannot go on the table.
She's like, but that's where I want to be.
She's trying to come up to where she sees her face, Journey, and stand on her hind legs and lick it. She's already tried that during the commercial break.
That's because she loves me.
She does. Actually, my dogs always love you.
Oh, little peapot.
I'm just glad she's being good.
All right, Faith. Due to the circumstances, we may have to end the show early.
Okay,
Not
guys.
really sure what's going on here, but we have like 2 viewers at the moment, but not one person saying hi, and I'm wondering if they're even capable of communicating, because I've seen the numbers come in, but then they disappear, so I'm not sure if we're having a tech problem that I'm unaware of, or...
That's
Oh,
weird.
Natalie said hi, so clearly it's working.
Hi, Natalie.
Well, Natalie, you came just in time. Go ahead and throw us your question. This has never happened before. I've never seen... Well, this happened one time before. Clearly, they no longer work here, but... Give Natalie a chance to go ahead and say hi. Natalie says, do you see my son having his surgery this month?
Yes, but I feel like it's going to be very toward the end of the month. Like, right at the end. If it's not right at the end, it'll be, like, right at the first. It's, like, right there at the cutoff of the end of the month.
All right. Let's see what she's got to say on that. She says, great, thank you. Will it go well?
I think so. Here's the key thing about that. Make sure that they monitor his anesthesia, because he's going to have a funky reaction to the anesthesia. Not that it's going to be adverse effects or anything. He's just going to be overly groggy afterward. So have them keep an eye on him. But like I said, I think that it's going to be like the very end of the month or like the very, very beginning of next month, because of how I'm seeing it. Because what I see literally is between the 28th of the month and the 2nd of November. Like, that's the time span I'm being shown.
She goes, he always does.
Yeah, he gets, like, really like, everybody is kind of weird coming off anesthesia, but he gets, like, overly groggy and very, very loopy.
Right. She said, thank you, Faith.
No problem. Let us know how it goes.
All right. We have another person here, and it is Blanca. Blanca says, Hello, Faith. How will my son's surgery go?
What is with the surgery questions? Dang.
They came right after another.
I
And will it be quick? And will he be traumatized?
He'll be traumatized just because he's a little bit of a drama queen. And I don't mean that funny, but he's not real good with pain, bless his heart. And he'll want a lot of attention from you, but he'll be okay.
Giving her a second for a chance to respond. She goes, okay, that's awesome.
And Belanca, I just want to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday from Faith to you. Happy birthday to You're Not Blue. She says, I'm so scared for him, and thank you.
Don't be scared for him. He'll be okay. He's just not used to that kind of thing, so he's going to want a lot of attention for like 4 or 5 days after. You're going to have to be like, oh, my baby, my baby, my baby type thing.
And that differs from what day?
It doesn't really.
My baby, my baby. Yep. Waiting to see if she responds to that.
You should feel privileged, Perlita. Your sister doesn't get to be up there like this.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to add to this too, Blanca. Don't forget to make him wear mittens.
Yeah.
No free hand. Mittens. Mittens. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. All right. We're going to go to our next person in line. The next person in line is Margarita. Margarita says, will I get this new job, and will it help me and my babies get into a nice home anytime soon?
Margarita, you will get the new job. You just have to stay focused, honey. I feel like you'll be in a different place, living in a different place within 2 months after you get this job. So just hang in there. I don't even think it'll be that long, but I always make stuff broad. A little bit.
She responds here. I'm not sure what's going on here. If you sign up on the site, you automatically receive these minutes. Okay. Will the job be flexible with my hours? I'm concerned my babies.
Somewhat. I mean, it's not going to be every day, but I do think that they'll work with you. So but I do think that it'll be okay.
Okay. Let's see if she's got any. She said, okay, thank you. You are welcome. All right. Let's take a look at the jump list and see what's going on here. See if we got any jumps. We did get a jump tonight. Blanca D. Blanca. You know what that means, Faith?
Yes.
Jump. All right, Blanca says, mine is a mediumship, Faith. I'm sorry, I would love to hear a bit more on Robert. It's my birthday, and I want my cake. Damn it! She wants her cake.
Oh, Lordy, I don't want to say this stuff on air, but
It's all right.
okay, Journey, because you don't have to deliver it. You know what he's showing me, Blanca, is you in high heels. And that's what I'm going to say about that. He shows me you in high heels. In the bedroom, talking to him. And he's laughing at me right now, which I really don't appreciate.
She says, no, really, I just miss him and always made me so happy on my special day. Yes, oh, love that. Because she knows with the heels in the bedroom and the talking to.
That's
the
yeah.
healing
That's
time.
why I'm like, I'm not going to say a bunch of else because he's like, and I really don't want to see this stuff, man. He does this to me on purpose.
Now.
He does this stuff to me on purpose. He thinks it's funny because he knows it makes me uncomfortable.
She goes, I always do dress up for him. I love this.
Yeah, and he's showing me him slow dancing with you, Blanca. He says, I would slow dance with her on her birthday sometimes. He said, I didn't like doing dancing, but I would do that for her sometimes on special occasions. And he said, you know, the truth is, Faith, I was pretty lazy about her birthday. Like, I wouldn't do as much as she would do for mine, and I regret that now. But I hope she knows how much I love her, and that I'm happy she had her special day.
She says, oh my God, yes, slow dance, yes.
You know what's sad, Journey, is you sound just like her. She's always like, oh
Yes,
my gosh, Faith, oh my gosh.
Above and beyond for him.
Yeah, he said, yeah, and he said, you know, I didn't go as much out of my way as what I should have, and I was here for you with the birthdays. He said, but you know that I love you. And Blanca, did you make, when he was alive, did you make some special bean dish? I don't know if this is chili or what this is. It's some type of bean. He's saying he misses the beans. No idea what that means, but a lot of times spirits will show me food that they miss eating. And he's saying that he's going to come to you in a dream soon. You're going to dream about him soon. And that
means we dance. Yeah, I mean, the world, it means the world to me when we dance, when he danced with me. Everything else went silent. She goes, yes, I love my beans. And she goes, and he loved my food.
yeah, he's showing me that. And he says, you haven't made those beans in a while. Whatever this kind of beans is. It looks like, I don't know if this is black beans or red beans because I'm seeing them at a distance. But you put a lot of stuff in them and they taste really good. And because he keeps saying you should have some of my wife's cooking because it's really super good. And he says that he misses your cooking. And he's showing me a time when you had made beans and you went to go have some for like, I guess it was a weekend or something, and you went to go try to have some out of the fridge, and he had ate it all.
She said, Faith, I miss him, and I loved when he said that.
I'm glad, because you know he always likes to come through and mess with me. For you.
She says, I love to hear these memories.
Yeah, he says the one day she had made beans and I stole them and she went in the fridge and she was like, Robert, where's my beans? I was going to take those. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I ate them. And he's just sending you a lot of love, Blanca, and he says that he's going to come through to you in a dream really soon, and it'll be a nice dream. Being really feisty today because it's your birthday. He just showed me him being a smart aleck with a party hat on.
She says, I love that. He knows that would melt my heart.
He's showing me a big teddy bear. Did he give you a big teddy bear or something? Like one of those 3 feet tall teddy bears or something? Because he's showing me a big teddy bear.
He was her big teddy bear. That's what she used to call him.
I know that, but he's actually showing me a physical big teddy bear. So, and then he keeps telling, he's jumping on me, Blanca, for something, which I don't really think is fair, because he said he told me to tell you to get a new purse, and you still haven't done it. And I just told him, yes, I did tell you. I even tried to help you find one that you would like, and he said you still haven't done it. And he said, I thought you were going to...
He goes, no, I always asked him for one, but never bought it.
Yeah. And he says that he's proud of you that you're not buying any more jewelry. But he's like, damn, you got more than I ever would have known.
She goes, I begged him to buy me one, but he said he was my teddy bear.
Okay, well, he keeps showing me the teddy bear thing, so I think it's just symbolic. And he said he wants you to tell the oldest one, the oldest boy, to stop getting snippy with his girlfriend. He says he's a man now, and he has a baby, and it's a responsibility, and he says they've been fighting over dumb stuff for a long time.
Laugh out loud, no more jewelry. I just wanted to feel pretty.
He says, I know, and you are pretty.
That's how she sounded when she typed it.
But he said he doesn't want the oldest one fighting with the baby, with his girlfriend, because he says they've been fighting over dumb stuff. And he says something that's uncalled for. You're an adult. You are a man. You're a father now. Get it together.
She says, yes, I'll snatch my son's ear. I'm on it. Thank you.
Because the stuff he's getting mad at her for is stupid stuff. Like the baby crying at a certain time or stuff she doesn't have control over.
That's because he's not getting any sleep because his wonderful wife, who's such a great mother, is doing so much.
I understand that, but he's not doing a lot either, Journey.
I'm not saying that he's doing all the best, but he's doing more than her.
Yeah, but
oh my God, Journey! Well, let's
basically what his father is saying, though, he is a man and he is the father, so get it together and do his part, even if the other person isn't. That was his point. He said they both need to stop being whiny children. It's not about them anymore.
She says, baby, I miss you. I miss you so much.
Oh.
Thank you, Faith.
You're welcome.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's check the jump list before we go any further to the next person. And yes, we do have another jump, guys. We got another jump. All right, Catherine. I know your name, it's under a different name, but I'm not going to mention that name and just call you Catherine because I know that it was you that did it. So, Catherine, yes, you may ask a mediumship question since you jumped. And anybody that has a mediumship question, you must donate in order to do that. There's a link in the description, or you can find it in the chat section where you guys are at currently. So, if you guys want that, you have to donate in order to get that. All right, Blanca, thank you so much for that. And we're going to go ahead to Faith's next jump here. It says, hi, Faith.
Hi,
says, hi, Faith. It's a pleasure to be here today and very nice to meet you. Could you please see if my father-in-law has any messages for me or my husband? My real name is Lynette.
You don't even have to tell me your real name. It's okay.
That's okay. Yep. Do it. No.
Journey. The first thing that comes through to me about this was I'm going to talk about his passing a little bit because he's telling me that he's showing me he had breathing problems and there's chest issues like pressure in the chest, and I also feel pressure in the head area, like cloudy in my mind, sort of, when I concentrate on him with this. He's coming across really firm, kind of, and direct, like to the point type of energy. He says, you guys need to get your finances together. He said he doesn't know what's up with the finances. He says you guys are really worried about that. Trying to see what else he's saying to me. There's several people that are coming through. So for you guys, actually, for you, that's why I'm trying to distinguish the energy, because I've got like 4 different spirits coming through for you. That's why I'm pausing a little bit to try to listen to what's being told to me. He's saying that, you know, he loves his son very much, but there's a lot of depression around there, and I feel like this is due to work. Or I'm just going to be very blunt with you about this because of how he's making me feel. Was your husband feeling like for some reason his father was disappointed in him, or like he didn't do enough? I don't know what this is because of how he's making me feel it. That's why I'm trying to interpret it, kind of. Because he's saying that your husband felt like he disappointed him in some way, either by not doing something the right way or not doing enough. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Does that make any sense to you? Because he keeps saying something about your son being worried that he didn't do enough.
Waiting to see if there's a response here. She says his son has always felt like it is not enough. Yes.
Okay, because it's just the way he was telling it to me. I was trying to interpret, like, in what way he meant. He said he doesn't want, he needs to stop feeling like he's a failure and stop comparing. He says, my son compared himself to others and to me way too much, and bases his achievements on what other people think, and that's no way to feel about yourself or to compare your success. And he said, I don't want my son to do that. He's a good man, he's got a good heart, and he's strong. He says, I will tell you this, the one thing he worries for your husband is your husband has a lot of depression, and he doesn't cope with it very well. He kind of just goes on autopilot and does what he needs to do. He said, my son, and I've never heard a spirit's never told me this like before. He said, my son doesn't always think it's okay to cry. He said, it's fine to cry. My son needs to cry and get a lot of things out. He holds too much in. He thinks that he's not a good enough man. He's not a strong enough man. That he doesn't provide enough. That he never is good enough. He is good enough. And I was glad that he was my son. He said, sometimes maybe I didn't always act like it because I was kind of quiet sometimes and kind of guarded. And I could even sometimes come across indifferent because I wasn't always emotional, except when I was laughing or if there was a family function. He said, but I love my son very much. He said, there's been a lot of family discord since I've been gone, too, between him and another male. And he said, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want the argument. And he said, you, and he's saying you, that you're holding a lot of emotions in as well. That sometimes, even though you love my son, the marriage is very rocky because you guys have forgotten your friendship and you've forgotten that God brought you guys together, but you're so sidetracked with everything else that you're doing that you don't slow down enough. And he said, you get very sad a lot. And you just kind of close everything down and shut everything down. And I don't want you to do that. There's also a woman coming through as well for you on your side, and she's just sending you lots of love. She's showing me the word cancer, so I don't know if she was a cancer or if she passed from cancer. But she's showing me that word as well. And then your father-in-law says there's 2 younger men with him that are kind of standing in the background. And then there's also a baby that either wasn't born or didn't come complete. You know, whether you didn't decide to have it or someone didn't decide to have it or it was a miscarriage, I'm not sure. But he wants you guys to know that he has the baby. And I don't know if that makes any sense to you because that was a lot of information all at once because he was talking really fast to me and I was having to interpret what he was saying.
She says, I lost a baby, but I am newly pregnant again, and it's a boy.
Mm-hmm. And the other one was a boy too.
She goes, my God, wow, I'm soaking all this up. Amazing. She goes, is it a boy? Question mark.
Mm-hmm.
She says, we think it is.
Yeah. But I got news for you. You're going to have another one. So.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because I also see a little girl, but it's not right now.
Well, of course it isn't right now. She's having a boy right now.
I know, but I'm just telling her.
Well, I don't want her to think it's 2 babies at once.
She probably have a heart attack.
Right.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a name picked for this little boy?
She says, do you know anything about a Jonathan? Is this person important in my life, or will he fade away? And wow. She said, Jason, yes.
Did she say Nathan?
Jason.
Oh, Jason. Okay.
It's Jason.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell you this. He likes the name Jason, okay? But he's saying that he would like, I don't know if you have a middle name. I'm just telling you what he's telling me, okay? Don't fuss at the messenger here. He says, I like my name, but could they please give me an A for a middle name? Like a name that starts with an A. is what he tells me. You don't have to. He's just, sometimes babies show me names or things that they would like their name to be. That's why I said that. And I don't know if you know this, but do you know that the name
Yeah,
Jason?
she said Noah is this middle name under my father-in-law's last name, but I will think of an A. Thank you.
Well, I mean, that's still pretty, but he just said he would like an A for a middle name. But did you know that the name Jason, do you know what the name Jason means? I'm real big into name names. The name Jason means healer. But I hope that that helps you. And you are going to have a little girl.
She said, wow. All right. Well, good stuff, guys. And Catherine, I hope that helps. I hope you got enough out of that. I seen a lot of wows, so I'm assuming you did. I'm glad you were able to catch Faith on this show. And she said, thank you so much. I just wanted to close my question with a Jonathan in my life. Is he important or no?
I think energetically he's important. You'll learn a lot of lessons from him. But I will say this. I do think that you need to be careful because you're very connected to him spiritually, like psychically. The bond is very, like, psychically connected. And those bonds are hard to break. So if something does happen where he leaves your life, it's going to be hard for you. So just try to learn and appreciate everything you can from having him in your life while he is in your life. I do think he's important, but I don't know that it's important for a lifetime.
All right.
And, you know, if you want a further reading about any of this, you can always contact me on the site as well.
It's mypsychicconnection.com, which you just asked about. Faith is on there. A bunch of the psychics are on there from the radio shows, plus more. So you can talk to whoever you want. In order to receive your 3 free minutes, you do have to add at least $5 in order to access those 3 free minutes. All right. She says, thank you so much again. This was amazing. Overall, I'm grateful. Well,
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad that your father-in-law came through. And he says, please tell my son. He says, my son won't really believe in psychic stuff, except if you tell him about the babies. That he'll find cool. He says, but please tell my son that I love him, that I'm proud of him, and he needs to stop trying so hard to prove himself.
all right. Good last message, Faith. All right, guys. We're going to take some more questions here. But we're going to need Divine Sunshine to get their question ready. And then Tia. That's what it is. Tia, get your question ready. Divine Sunshine, you'll be next after the break. So, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, guys, and we are back. Was Faith's hand in the cookie jar?
No, Faith's trying to pet her dog.
Ah, okay.
Her dog's mom. She keeps trying to get on the table.
Ah, good stuff. All right, well, let's keep on going. We've got some more names on the list here. Divine Sunshine. Go ahead and throw us your question. You were next on the list. After that is Tia. Tia, get your question ready. You'll be after Divine Sunshine. All right. Guys, remember, we're going to be calling out the winner to tonight's contest. So, guys, remember, you have to be a part of MyPsychicConnection.com in order to win your prize tonight. And we'll be calling that out in the next 45 minutes. All right, Divine Sunshine, once, twice. All right, going to the next person. Tia O, go ahead and throw us your question. Tracy Turtle, you're next on the list. Go ahead and get your question ready.
Excuse me.
All right, no Tia. We're going to go ahead and take the next person in line. And that's Tracy Turtle. Tracy, go ahead and throw us your question.
I went to elementary school with a girl named Tracy Turtle.
All right, we got Tracy here. Tracy says, my relationship with my husband look more positive in the future. Please and thank you.
If you guys will talk, you guys don't really talk. You kind of both do your own thing and just expect the other person to interpret what is needed. The problem. But I think that you guys really do love each other. You just have to communicate more. And you're both too busy. And you get frustrated, hold a lot of things in, and he just makes a lot of assumptions. I do think that things will get better, but he has a lot of anxiety. And I think it's due to finances. And then you get stressed out because you feel like he's not acting like a grown-up. I do see things getting better, but I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's going to be until after the first of the year. But you'll start to notice a little bit of change within the next 2 weeks.
Wait, let's see if she responds here.
Oh, turning my dog heard your dog's toy and was like, what's that?
Of course, she's got to find the most noisiest toy in the middle of a radio show. She said thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Let's go ahead and take the next person in line. Our next person in line is Jessica. Jessica, go ahead and throw us your question. You are next on the list. Really?
So,
Yes, she's decided that she's going to squeak toys.
Journey doesn't tell everybody, but she's got a beautiful German Shepherd who is always in the room during the show, who's usually quiet.
She's usually sleeping, but...
Well, maybe she knew my dog was in the show today and was like, I'm going to trump you.
Jessica, go ahead and throw us your question. Jessica Lambert. All right, Jessica's throwing her question up. Jessica says, I'm currently in a relationship. Do you see us going anywhere?
Jessica, I believe that I answered this the other day. So I'm going to refer you back to the previous video. It was on one of my 6 o'clock shows of last week, I think.
Okay. She says, yes, ma'am. All right, Jessica, thank you so much for your question tonight. We do appreciate it. All right, so since we have no other names to call, guys, we're going to go ahead and announce the winner of tonight's drawing, and that is Blanca D. Congratulations, Blanca. You are the winner of tonight's show. She says, yay!
Free time,
So,
free time. But
you get $10. You're going to get $10
for you on free time.
You're going to win $10 going to your account. We'll have that for you right here after the show. She says, all right, yes, some free time. All right, yes, good thing. It's your birthday, too, so it works out like a birthday gift as well. All right. So, Blanca, thank you so much. And, guys, thank you for tuning in. We're having some tech problems that we're unaware of, so it is cutting the show short tonight. We do appreciate everybody being here. Don't forget, tomorrow at 7 p.m., Gifts of Faith will be on, and then at our 10 p.m. show, it will be Jacob, and then again with Gifts of Faith. Until then, this is Journey Ryan and Gifts of Faith signing off. Have a great night, everybody.